Hi everyone, my name's Michelle and I'm Mama Loves You GB here on FlossTube, but also over on Instagram and Etsy as well. Welcome to the Sunday morning briefing. It's not going well. I can't get the light right. The damn thing's fallen off the windowsill twice. It's after 10 o'clock and my mum wants to go to bed. So there are days when we just have to live with these things. Today is one of them. Yes, today is one of them, folks. Yeah. Anyway, thank you to everybody who has picked up my Jolly July and I can't talk either. I might have to put subtitles on this one. Everyone who has picked up my Jolly July Birds That Sing chart. It has gone down an absolute storm and I am so glad that you are all loving it. I really enjoyed stitching this one. So it is available now in my Etsy store if you would like to get your hands on it. Go and have a look. I've put all the details down there as well. Everything that you need to stitch it with, the size, all of that is in the advert for the Etsy listing. So go and have a look. Now, before we get into some stitching, and I do have finishes to share with you, I need to do a little bit of housekeeping. I've got 2 sets of giveaways to give you the winners for, and I've also got one of the giveaways that hasn't been claimed that I've redrawn. So hopefully if I do it at the top of the episode, then those folks who've won will see. So we're talking, first of all, like the link, of the Talking Dog vouchers. 2 £10 vouchers, one from Rachel, one from me. And my 2 winners for those are Mrs. Miggins 6435, and I'll put your comment up there. And this one, I'm going with it. I'm going with it on a slight technicality. Now you'll see why. I use YouTube random comment picker, but they've changed it recently. In fact, not so recently. They've changed it so that if you want to be able to use a specific word to filter by, you have to pay. So what I do now is I just use it without searching for a particular word. And as soon, the first person with my keyword gets the prize. So it's exactly the same as it was before. Now, wolf down the rabbit hole. We had a little bit of sticky fingers in yours. You managed to spell dog, S-G-O. But I'm going to give it to you anyway because your comment came up and I can see you meant dog. So there's your comment there. If you can both give me an email or drop me a comment on Instagram, then I can get your emails and get your vouchers sent out to you. Excellent. Right. Little loops. Now I'm going to have to put a picture up for this one. Sammy from Little Loops very kindly gave me a pattern from her shop to give away, a PDF pattern. Now, this is the one that she'd given me, which is the Spring on Lock Lane, I think it's called. And the keyword was spring. Now, the person who I had chosen as a winner for this didn't actually contact me. So I have drawn another one, and this time it's Sunflower Nut 2. So again, if you can contact me on Instagram or drop me an email, then I'll pass your details to Sammy. Right, the hotly contested buttons, So I have 2 of these that I'm giving away for my 13,000 subscribers. So the winners of those are Frankie Ron Archer, 1794. I'll put your comment up there. And also, and I forgot to do a screenshot for this one, K Lowry 4188. So congratulations to you 2. I will need your postal addresses to post those out to you. So if you can get in touch with me, that would be marvellous. Right, that's it. Let's have a look at some stitching. I really have got the wrong teeth in today. They're somebody else's and I must be running them in for them because they are all over the shop. Oh, before I forget. This was a giveaway from a couple of weeks ago and the winner was Char J57. Now, I have to admit, I don't know if I've heard from you and I can't find your comment again or whether I haven't heard from you. In either event, please can you just drop me an email or send me a DM and I will pass your details on to Ruthie because you're the only one of the 4 who haven't had theirs emailed out to you yet. And like I say, I'm not sure if I've heard from you and I just can't find it or whether I haven't heard from you. Because I've done quite a few giveaways recently, folks. Right, I have been doing stitch strawberries for Wimbledon and I've been really trying to focus on these. So I have got 3 finishes of strawberries this week. One of them probably won't be a surprise because I was nearly finished it last week. So this is Erica Michael's Wicked Cute, and I've been doing the strawberry there, obviously. I will do the other one at some point. This is a piece of 32 count. I think it's a Chromatic Alchemy, maybe, or a Silk Weaver. I'm not sure. I would have got it in a sort of D-stash. Oh, you can see the colours really well. It makes me look a bit starry-eyed, but this light's really good for stitching. So there is Wicked Cute. And I just had to finish off a little bit of the, well, I had to finish the face, and I had to do this over one there. Now I've done it in sulky, but I've only done 10th stitch over one. I haven't done a full cross over one. Unless you really, really look at it, you can't tell. You definitely can't tell on the straight bits of the cross stitch. It's slightly noticeable on the diagonals, but only if you're really, really close. So I finished that one. I've also realised I've picked the wrong top for the angle of this light. Excuse me. Right, I have also stitched one of these from Erica Michael's Quilting Berries. And I was using my paint box threads, the silks that I got for these. So the colours are slightly different because I was going with the colours that I had. And I have stitched this one. This is a piece of 36 count pale blue Zweigart. And I have stitched that one. And as I said, I've just used the colours that I've got. So they're similar to, but not exactly the same. So that's number 2 this week. And then I managed to get one more. Oops. And today, by the skin of my teeth, whilst I was watching the women's tennis final, I finished up Scary Berry by Erica Michaels. And this is on a piece of 32 count Smoky Pearl, Smoky Blue Zweigart. I didn't bring the packet up. It's something along those lines. I love that one. I love it. I didn't use the called for colours. I used similar colours to the called for, and I didn't always do the called for stitches either. I used similar stitches in similar places. That's as much as we can say about that one. So that's 3 berries that I have finished. And so in total, over my stitch strawberries for Wimbledon, I have finished 5 berries because I finished these 2 as well. Now we have the men's final tomorrow, so I'm hoping that I might even get the 3rd one of these done and maybe finish on 6 berries, but we shall see. We shall see how it goes. Now I also did quite a bit on my Deadly Aquarium because I was a little bit behind, and we've had another release this week, so I wanted to catch up a bit. And so this is where I am, whoops, now. So I've put in the start of the cave at the bottom. I've started on the anglerfish. I've done a little bit more in the coral because I have got the correct yellow. I think I've finished the stonefish at the bottom. Now, if you haven't seen the new release, I'll put a little picture of it up here. This is going to be a vampire squid, and there is going to be a chimera up here, and this then forms like a cave. It looks fabulous. So I did get quite a bit more done on that one. Right, freebie. I have got a freebie for you, which is a Mirabilia. Now, the name of it escapes me. momentarily, but I do have it written down. It is Leilani the Hula Dancer. So I'll put a picture of it up there. Now, Mirabilia do actually have a few freebies. So when you go and find this one, you'll probably find others in the same web page. So it's definitely worth having a look if you're a Mirabilia stitcher and you want to do any of the other freebies, or maybe you're looking to dip your toe into the Mirabilia world. There's a couple of ones there that are a bit smaller. So rather than starting one of the really big fancy ladies or the witches or the mermaids, you might want to start on one of those. Right, all that's left to do now is some haul. And I've got a little bit of haul, not a massive amount. I'm going to start off with the stuff that's directly stitchy related, and then I'll show you the other things that just happened to catch my eye this week. So I placed an order with Talking Dog Stitcher because she got the remaining 2 seasons that I haven't got from, is it Blackberry Ridge or Blueberry Ridge? There we go. I knew it was one of them little small fruits. Blueberry Ridge. So spring and summer. So I have got all 4 of them now, and I've stitched the autumn one. She is coming to the Big Stitch and she is bringing her cottage garden threads with her. So I'm going to pick out threads at the Big Stitch for these 2 because I need to see. I've got a couple of possibles, but I need to see. If you're interested in getting anything from Talking Dog Stitcher, do have a look at my link down below, and there's a code there for 5% discount as well. And then I ordered this. Now Brenda had showed this and I was like, well, if Brenda likes it, then I might too. So it's called Mary Thomas Dictionary of Embroidery Stitches, and I liked it for a couple of different reasons. One, I just love that bird on there just because it's beautiful. And 2, sometimes the embroidery dictionary books can be really quite expensive. And I think I paid about £13 for this one from Amazon. So it's got really, really clear, let me just show you, stitch diagrams as well as big pictures of what it should look like. Now it's interesting, that one, turkey stitch, because one of my samplers has got turkey stitch on it, one of my Scottish ones, the one with the giraffe on. So yeah, I do need to know how to do those really, really beautiful stitches. So can't wait to get into that. Also, one of my latest samplers that I bought has got a lot of freehand embroidery on it, so I probably need to start trying to dip my toe in it a little bit. And then I found this shop. Now we went back to my mum's at the weekend, and I'm just trying to remember why we went back to my mum's, and I can't. Family party, that was it, family party. I did tell you about it last week. Can you tell that I am using the remaining 4% of my brain that's left over from this term? That's all I got left, about 4%. Luckily I've only got 1 more week and I've got to get that 4% to see me through. So anyway, we were in Cheltenham and we went on the Sunday and I found this shop. Now I'm sure they've got other shops elsewhere, but I'd never seen this shop before. Now for those of you that know Cheltenham, me and this top are going to fall out. It is what would be probably known as up the top end by the cinema, on the high street closest to the cinema. And we also went to Smoky Joe's for lunch, if anybody's ever been to Smoky Joe's. I'll try and put maybe a picture up of Smoky Joe's. It was great. I loved it. So this shop is at the top end. It's a bit like Tiger, but a bit more homey, a bit more kind of Scandinavian-y, a bit more upmarket, but still really good prices, So I've got a few bits and bobs, so I'll show you what I got. First of all, because I've been stitching strawberries, I got this really cute strawberry pot. And actually, the sales assistant, how many S's in that, asked me if I wanted it wrapped, and so I said yes. And then when I got out of the shop, I had to unwrap it and check it because she did not slam it down on the counter. So, lovely little strawberry dish. Love, love, love. Let's see if I can not break it. And I also got this nice little tape measure in a little blue leather case, which actually matches my little jewellery box that everyone was making, little leather travelling stitch case, so it goes perfectly with that. Just a little glass jar which has a tiny indent on the lid, which would work with a little bit of stitching on it. Very inexpensive. What was that? £1.12. I think we can go with that. And I got this little trug. Again, I thought I might put my strawberries in it once I've finished them. Just a little unpainted, very lightweight trug, but I'm going to paint it up and probably put my strawberries in it. And then, just by chance, I found these, because it's a very tiny pot. When I look closer, that's down to 3% then, brain. Inside it are some beaded fruits. Now I thought these would look lovely on pin cushions or turned into pins themselves. So there is a very tiny glass beaded raspberry. I hope you can see that. It's really cute. I think you could probably put a pin down through it and make that the top of a pin. Love that. And then this lovely, it's hard to see this one, blueberry, but it's so glitzy, so glitzy. And then these little cherries. How cute are they? Could even turn those into earrings, actually. They'd make fancy earrings. You need another one, obviously. But there we go. I really liked finding those. So every time I go back to Cheltenham now, it's going to be my little shop of choice. Ness got some really cool things as well. They had all sorts of pens and notebooks and everything. And I think everything she came out with was purple. She was having a purple day. I don't know if your kids do the same, but she goes through colour phases and she'll come down completely dressed from head to toe in one particular colour. There we go. So, love those. Right, it's been a whistle-stop tour today. It's been a lot of information. Let's just get to the end of this term. And then it'll be the big stitch. And then the summer holidays. And everything will be marvellous. Oh, love spending some time with you. I'll see you next week. Stay classy, stitchers.